Welcome back. Let's talk about some small updates that I did in the last few days, and let's see which ones I will keep and which ones I will have to change. So firstly, let's go with display mount. It's a little bit raised and it's taking less space. Let's see. Do I think it's a good one? Well, not really. You'll have a little bit more space. It will take less space overall, but it's not as steady as the one that comes from factory. So for me, it's a little annoying. The second one, we can say there are two updates. The first one is that I changed spool 90 degrees and also I printed a much shorter spool, but we will get to it in a minute. But this will have to change. I will have to reposition the spool or do something to print directly from the dryer. I mean, we can get to it now. It is worth it? Not really, because it's still, I'm not sure how much you can see, but it's still very flimsy. So this brings us to the next update. Which are the gantry supports. I choose the simple one with the rods. They have some shrinking tube on them, so you don't have to drill additional holes in the printer. But still, even with this, the printer shakes quite a bit if you have the spool mounted on the top. That's why I want to remove everything on the top. The next one will be, which in my opinion is pretty useful, this motor bracket, which is also a cable holder. So I was very annoyed because all the time the cable was in the back of the bed, so it was hitting the cable all the time. Now it doesn't do this anymore. As for this cable, I tried and I printed the cable chain, but unfortunately there are two issues. The main issue is that it's squeaky. Every time it moves back and forth, it makes a squeaky sound that it's unbearable. The second issue with that is that I think someone replaced the heated bed before I owned the printer, and the red cable is just a little bit shorter than the black cable. So that means the loop will be smaller for the red wire, meaning that it will stay very tensioned if you use that chain. So unfortunately I printed, but I can't use it. The next one is the linear rail on the x-axis. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. It seems to be more steady. It is mandatory? No, I didn't see any difference in the print. And you, especially me, I have a lot of dust from the street coming into the house, so I have to wipe it every day and re-grease it with silicone lube. It depends. It's not a mandatory change, but it's good to have it, especially for the future. If you want to upgrade to clipper, I just decided I won't. I mean, not in the near future. Let's see. The next small updates that I will want to do is get rid of this fan, because now the screw that tightens it up, it's kind of loose, because if I tighten it down it will be too low, and in some cases it will hit the print, or at least the supports, and I don't want to do it. I tried to file it down, but it's still not enough. I have to untighten it and move it a little bit backwards so it won't touch the print pad. So I have to get rid of these. This bracket for the 4010 fan, I don't really like it, so maybe I will get rid of it. I have something in mind, but currently I didn't find anything else to mount these two 5015 fans. I found one bracket that I printed, but it's very large, so I don't really like the design. I'm inclined to use both fans, so I don't really want to switch to one single fan, but let's see what the future will give. So yeah, these are all the updates that I have made until now, or try to make, because it's also, I printed that chain but I can't use it because it's squeaky. And also in the future I want to upgrade the y-axis to linear rails, and I think that's pretty much it. Maybe the hot end, the ceramic one, we will see, but until now this is the updates that I've done in the past few days. The most important one being motor bracket that holds the cable. It's somehow a lifesaver. And let's say the linear rails for the x-axis, especially that the rubber wheels will get deformed in the really near future, so linear rail for the x-axis, it's a must. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, this is a PAE plate, because everyone on Reddit was saying in the comments, get a PAE plate, get a PAE plate, it will help with adhesion. Well, this is a PAE plate, magnetic one, but unfortunately it doesn't help with the adhesion. I have to use a PVP glue stick every time I want to print something. I'm not sure if this is a common problem. I guess it shouldn't be. I will order another PAE plate in the future, but please let me know if you have the same issue with Ender 3v3 SE. I don't think so, because I think it's a bad problem rather than a printer problem. It doesn't make sense. Okay, thank you very much for watching this. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber, and see you in the next video. Cheers.